This guy started trading 3 years ago. He quit his job and is now trading full time. Today, I had the pleasure of having a conversation with Trader Geo. Make sure to check him out on YouTube, guys. He's a smaller channel, only has a little bit less than 2,000 subs. Let's see if we can't pump his subs. This guy has been a member of my community now for a few years. He's trading full time now, and he is providing really, really good content on his YouTube channel. Make sure to check him out. I sat down with him today. Well, actually, I stood up on the treadmill and had a conversation with him. I really think you're going to find this conversation valuable, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest trader interview videos here on YouTube. What is going on, bro?
I'm well, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. You know what? This is the first interview I ever done where both people are on the treadmill, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's what I was gonna ask right away. My treadmill just came in like last week. Bro, it's a game changer, man. Like to be able to do work when you're like, I don't even notice that I'm on it when I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I feel you, man. You know, you're getting those steps in, you're making that money. You know how it goes.
Yeah, man. It's all blessed. How you doing? You're all well?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good. Like, I can't complain, bro, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you.
How's everything going? How's trading? How's the YouTube channel?
It's going well. Trading is going very well. I have everything to thank you for, which we'll talk about. But YouTube is going well too, man. Like I'm almost at 2K now. I've been doing it for like 5 months, 6 months, and I've kind of grown like faster than I thought. So I mean, it's going well. It's going well. It's an adjustment, you know, doing all the content and stuff, but I enjoy it. It's fun and life is good. I can't really complain, like I said.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's funny because like you sent me a DM, you sent me a DM like a year ago.
Yeah.
And one morning I accidentally scrolled down because I have like a million unread messages, and I just figure I'll never read them again in my life.
Yeah.
And I just randomly I accidentally clicked on your message.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was an accident, right? So, and then I messaged you back. I forget what you even asked me. It was irrelevant at the time, but then like I'm on YouTube that same day, coincidentally, and I see like Trader Geo on my recommended. I'm like, who's this guy? I check him out, and what a weird coincidence, bro.
Yeah.
That like I saw you on YouTube at the same day I randomly like messaged you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I thought it was, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was a joke. Like, because when you came in on the stream, I'm like, there's no way this is the real Jay. And because I'm still so new to YouTube, like, I don't know how to click into your profile while I'm on live. I'm like trying to entertain my people while, so I'm like, there's literally no way. And then because I messaged you a year and a half or whenever it was, I thought that you found me first and then you checked your DMs and thought, okay, maybe I've like interacted with this guy before, and then you searched me up. But the fact that it was coincidence, I guess, is just lucky fate. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. But anyway, I I like your content and stuff. So I guess I just wanted to ask you a few questions, bro. Like, first of all, how'd you get into crypto? How'd you get into trading in the first place?
Yeah, I started trading in January 2021. I bought Doge at 1 cent. Had no idea what I was doing. It went up to 8 cents. I 8x'd my money. I didn't sell it. I had no idea what I was doing. It went down, went back up, whatever. I ended up selling it at 5 cents, and then it ran to 70 cents. So my initial $1,500 investment would have been worth 144 grand. And I mean, like, that's life-changing money for me and for, I think, most people. Obviously.
It's like a year's salary, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, a good year, depending on what you do. But yeah, so 144 G's. And then I was like, you know what? I got to learn this thing. Because I got in it really for the wrong reason. I was chasing the 144 grand, which I quickly learned that if you're chasing a number, you're going to get humbled real quick. So yeah, I was chasing the number, and I ended up blowing up many accounts many a times. I started to learn how to trade after that, and I started learning leverage and all that, and I bought Cipher. And then I think that's kind of when I came across your channel. I think the first video that I saw of yours was the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy.
Classic, bro.
So yeah, so I've been part of your community for like 3 years now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I've been with you for a long time, and whatever. I ended up like I tried to learn it, thought I knew it. You know how I think beginner's luck is a very big thing with crypto, at least with trading in my experience from what I've seen and the people that I know. And yeah, man, I got humbled real quick. I got humbled a few times, and I ended up buying your course. And I just like I was just destined, like I'm like, okay, I gotta figure this out. Like Jay's doing it, people are doing it. Like I can see it. Some like people are doing this, some people have figured it out. Why can't I? And so I kind of just stuck with it. I learned your course, I learned your TA, and I stuck with it. And I mean, 3 years later, I did not expect to be where I'm at right now doing trading full time. Did not expect to have a YouTube. I definitely did not expect to be on your channel. So, you know, I like I said in the beginning, I owe a lot to you, and I really appreciate being here, man.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. So you're actually trading full time. That's the only thing that you do right now. You don't have any other kind of business or job or anything.
No other job, no other income. I quit my job maybe a year and a half ago now, like middle of 2022.
Nice,
I went back to school for marketing. Like I did like a quick boot camp. And then in that time I was trading full time, and I mean it worked out. So I was like, okay. And then I unexpectedly started my YouTube. Like none of that was even planned. I don't even know how that happened, but here we are.
Yeah,
So,
bro, that's really cool. So what did you do like before you started trading? You know,
I was in banking. I'm in Toronto, so I worked for a bank called TD. I think they have it on the East Coast in the States.
they do, man.
Yeah, so I worked for TD. I used to manage commercial accounts across Canada. So
Interesting.
I was a corporate guy, but I am so not a corporate guy. So I can't even tell you the relief of not being in there.
Yeah, I believe it, man. But so you were in finance the whole time then.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
So maybe we could pull up a few charts, bro.
Sure.
You know, I want to get your take on, you know, where you think Bitcoin is going to be going within the next, well, let's say the next few days, bro. Because honestly, after this break of 31K, you've got a lot of people super bullish.
Yeah.
You actually have a lot of people super bearish, saying this is the big fake out. Where do you see us going, man? Do you think we're going to hit 100K within the next 3 days?
I think 100% we're gonna hit 100K in the next 3 days. Nah, man, nah.
Thought that. So I'm gonna long right now my full account 100x.
200x, bro. 200x.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
100x, man. Listen, 100x are for the non-full-time.
That's old school.
We're full-time. We need to do this. You know, we need the clickbait. We need the
all
P&L.
or nothing, bro.
We need the P&Ls.
Yeah, I see your P&Ls on your thumbnails. Do you 200x for those?
No. I think no. I do somewhere. Depends on the trade, right? Like if it's an SFP, I'm obviously doing lower leverage. Depends on what it is, but my average I would say is around 80x.
Oh, I'm not talking about the leverage you actually use. I'm talking about the leverage used for the thumbnails. Because you know, you crank up the leverage for a trade to make the P&L shot look juicy.
No, I actually don't. I don't do that. I know people do. I actually don't even know how to do it on MEXC. On ByBit,
I don't either.
Do it. Yeah, on ByBit you could do it. MEXC you can't. That I know of anyway.
Yeah, I used to do that for my thumbnails on ByBit, but yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Ever since I started showing my actual trades. But yeah, man, do you have a chart pulled up we could take a look at?
I do, but I don't know how to share my screen if I'm being honest with you. Oh, here, like share screen. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Very easy. All right, let's pull up my chart here. So for me, let me see. Share. Okay, let me just share my. Can I share based on application? This is my first time on Zoom. I actually genuinely don't know. Or just the screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Okay, let's get rid of Discord. Let's move my chart over. Okay. So BTC. I think it's interesting, man. I think it's super interesting right now where we can go. This range is very interesting. So obviously, like we had a crazy move recently. A lot of people, like you said, are bullish. A lot of people, in my opinion, and I've been saying are too bullish. And I've actually been saying it from back before this move. So I guess that kind of came back to bite me. But let me hide some. Let me get a clean chart here. So we're just, this range is interesting because it's a 5, like, okay, it was a very big move, right? We had a very big move, and the range itself is a pretty large range, right? It's like 2.5 grand on the range itself. And if you go back and you come to like the 5-minute time frame, like we could even consider this. I mean, now we've been in this range for a little bit longer than that. But at one point, it was a 5-minute range that was 2.5 grand in size, right? So all the moves, especially when we first got up here, were just very volatile. We had SFPs after SFPs on the smaller term time frames. We couldn't really follow market structure on anything except for like the 1 maybe, or the 3-minute if you're lucky. And
or the 5-second too, if you're into that.
Actually, I don't have the super premium trading view yet, but I tried I was gonna do your 5-second strat. I was gonna try it and let you know how it went. Anyway, yeah, so because like it's such a large range, and at the time, again, it's a small time frame, things were just super volatile. So to answer your question, man, like, are we gonna break up or down from here? Right now, I think it's super like indecisive. I think we should get somewhat of a retracement, if I'm being honest. Like, let's pull up the higher term time frames on Market Cipher B. So Market Cipher B, like, when we have waves, we're on the 12-hour now. When we have waves that are at like the 90 mark on Market Cipher B and we have red dots up there, obviously we can get a pretty significant move down. I don't know. You don't use vector candles, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I mess around with them a lot.
Okay.
Well, I used to a lot more than I do now, but
Okay.
I can see right there we've got like two massive vector candles that could very easily come back down to retrace.
Yeah, so something that I always like preach on my channel is when you see a red dot on Market Cipher B, this is kind of one of my strategies, but when you see a red dot, you got to look to the left. You can't be surprised if we come down, and the higher term time frames obviously will take longer to break down, right? I'm not saying that we're going to go down right now, everybody 200x short. No, don't do that. But, we got to be aware of these vectors because we absolutely can come down and take them. And right now on the higher term time frames, yes, money flow is still thick. But we had these really high up waves and we haven't really had any retracement. So although we do need to take it level by level, range by range, and this range is a pretty large range, right? It's 2.5 grand. It seems like Bitcoin wants to go down, but it's being a little bit stubborn right now. But I think that we will eventually get a retracement, a pretty significant one. I can see us going back down to 30K at least. I don't believe the bull market is here personally. I don't. I know that we can go a lot higher up from here, but I don't think that we've seen the lows yet. When I say the lows, I don't mean we're going to come back to 15K necessarily, but I wouldn't be surprised if we come and see a 20K Bitcoin once again before the actual bull market comes, right? Like, we got a lot of liquidity below us on these lows here. This dump that happened in August, this is Coinbase. So Coinbase looks a little bit better. But the ByBit chart looks so ugly down here. This wick is like massive on ByBit. Let's come to the ByBit real quick. Like, this wick is massive. So we have the inconsistent lows,
right,
which I don't like. So for me to be super bullish right now, when we have inconsistent lows like that, it's just, I don't like it. Like, it just, I don't know, it feels unsafe to me. It feels like there's unfinished business, basically, the best way that I can put it. So, we play the range. I do think we're going to break down eventually. However, let's come back to Coinbase. However, we do have a significant level right above us that we kind of front ran a little bit between, let me go on the higher term time frames here. I believe it was between 38 and 40K. If I pull up, I'm sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. So unorganized.
It's all good, bro.
Excuse me, I got some order blocks. Up here. I gotta go back and find them. They're not on my chart right now, but somewhere between 38 and 40K. We also have as you can see on my chart here, Giga Macro Golden Pocket. So if we take the high from 2022, which was this guy up here, let me get my fib. All right, we take the high from 2022 and we come to the low of 2022, which was the low of the bear market so far. We actually just front ran our golden pocket zone. And what do we know? Obviously about when we get front runs like this, like we just narrowly missed it.
I thought we hit it,
it's meant the different exchanges. I don't know. Like, how do you actually have a question if I can? How do you like deal with the inconsistent highs and lows across the exchanges? Because I'm struggling with that a little bit. I have to be honest.
I typically go with ByBit, and if it's inconsistent, I will go with ByBit and Coinbase, and then mark both the levels.
Okay.
So, what are you looking at the ByBit chart now?
This is ByBit. Yeah, this is ByBit
So
USD.
interesting, bro. For some reason, I thought we tapped that 618 to the dollar.
I have that we missed it. We just narrowly missed it. Maybe we did hit it,
Maybe
but again,
MEXC
like
hit it.
maybe I'm like still getting used to my treadmill and I missed the exact top. I can't aim right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's one of those. But anyways, because of the reason for the inconsistent lows and us being overbought on the higher term timeframes, especially with market cipher, and with my theory, the way that I trade is I look at the vector candles and I'm like, all right, well, when we have a red dot, we can't be surprised if we make our way down to here. Then because of that reason alone, I do expect somewhat of a move down. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get one more move to the upside just to fake everybody out that's shorted in this entire range, right? We've been in here for a week now, and the obvious answer is to short, in my opinion anyway, but I'm kind of not conditioned to think like retail. I think the opposite. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get one more move to the upside. But for me, I'm just going to keep playing the range. Are we going to be at 100K but in 3 days? Couldn't tell you, man. If it goes up, I win. If it goes down, I win, because the great master himself taught me how to schlong. So I'm good either way.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm in the same boat. So yeah, I kind of view it similarly as you do as well. But that's so interesting because I really thought that we did hit that that first 618, and that's what gave us the initial rejection. But I know we front ran the macro 382 from the all-time high to the low we put in November. So whatever the case, I could see us, just like you say, getting that last push up, because I agree. The obvious response right now would be to short, and you know, that big last push up liquidity grab would be nice, because we have been building up a lot of shorts in this range. Like
Yeah,
if I could, I'm going to share my screen quick here.
sure. Let me stop mine.
But yeah, so basically, you know, if we take a look at the order flow here, we can see that, you know, we've been pretty much, especially the past few days, look at all the shorts that have opened up here, and open interest has gone from like 400,000 to over 500,000, and consistently the CBD has been coming down. So that's quite significant. It would be really juicy, I would say, to see a big short squeeze wreck all these guys who have been shorting here, you know, just pop up back above these highs, and then we could get the drop to the downside. So that's kind of something that I'm keeping on the back burner, keeping on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I agree with you, man. Like, you know, I quickly learned that, again, I said in the beginning that the market has its way of humbling you. And so when you start to look at it in a market maker perspective, you know, you pay attention to CVD, you pay attention to all these things, and 100% we do got some bullish CVD going on right now. A lot of people are shorting because that seems like the obvious play. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I think that we're in for a quite interesting, like, next, I'd say, month or so. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah, man. So before we head out, I did want to ask you, since you started trading in 2021 and now it's going on 2024, what would you say to new traders coming into these markets who are looking to quit their job and trade full time like you did? What would you tell yourself if you could go back in time before you blew those accounts, and that would kind of put you on a fast track? I know for me, it's like having a strategy, using good risk management, and then having the discipline to stick to your strategy and risk management. Those are the three things that I would drill into my head if I could go back in time. But is there anything specific that you would tell people?
So 100% I agree with those three things. Those are the things that you've taught me in the course, and I've been successful thus far. But for the people that are just starting out, this is what I will say, and this is what I preach all the time. Guys, you have to learn the game, okay? You cannot chase the money. Don't focus on the dollar amount. Okay, focus on the percentages, learn the game. And the best analogy I have, and what I always say, is LeBron James is where he is, and he's a millionaire because he knows how to play basketball. He learned the game, He became the best at what he did. And the money in trading is a byproduct of the game. So be LeBron in trading and learn the game. And with that being said, do not, this is my opinion. You guys obviously can do whatever you want. But for me, trade with real money, but trade like we're not focusing on the P&L, like we're focusing on the percentages. We're not focusing on the amount that's made. So I believe, especially for the new traders, and it comes with this is what the experience, you're gonna gain the experience, but I believe you're gonna blow up at least 5 accounts. I honestly think that. I think that you will learn when you lose. You don't learn when you win, sadly. You learn when you lose. So start off with very little capital and learn the game. When I say little capital, I mean $1, $5, $10, whatever you literally don't care to lose. Like it's just going out for lunch or grabbing a coffee, until you can get very good at following the percentages, following the P&Ls, and learn the game, because you will lose your money. And then when you're good at the game, when you've become LeBron in trading, then you can start hammering your money in. And since you've built up the discipline, you've built up the good habits, you've let go of the emotion, I believe your success will come when you do that, because I've blown up too many accounts that I'm proud to say that I have. So that's the best advice I can give. Focus on the game, learn the game, get good at the game, and the money is a byproduct of the game. Don't chase the dollar amount, because you will get wrecked.
Yeah, that's some really good advice, bro. You know, I have a similar view where I didn't actually start becoming consistently profitable at trading until I stopped focusing on the dollar amount, and I just started focusing on the process of actually doing the analysis and taking the trades. Because you know, like you said, when you focus on making that money back, yeah, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose everything, because then instead of taking profits, instead of using good risk management, you know, you're going to be holding those trades when you shouldn't be holding those trades. And, you know, you're going to be letting losses ride in hopes that they come back up and you can make back those losses. And, you know, it's a slippery slope, a slippery slope.
Yeah, man. And if you can turn $1 into 10, you can turn whatever your real position sizes are, 1,000, 2,000, into 10,000, 20,000. And then you could turn that into 100K. But it's all the same. Every trade is the same. You approach it. It doesn't matter how much you put on it. That's why when you learn the game, you get good at the game, your success will come.
For sure. And I always recommend people start, you know, after you learn the basics, start with enough money where if you lose it, it doesn't matter. But if you actually can make some gains, it's kind of nice. Like, you know, for me, at least, if I'm trading with $1 and I lose $1, it doesn't hurt me enough to drill into my mind good behaviors. But if I'm trading with enough money where if I lose it, it still sucks, but it's not going to put me out.
Yeah.
Or if I'm making gains on it, it's actually exciting. Instead of, you know, that for me was good practice, because if I lost the money, that's a lot of money, but you know, but it's not going to put me out. And if I'm making profits on this account and I'm doubling, tripling the account, that's some good money, you know. It's motivating, should I say.
For sure, man. For sure. Risk management is one. And, you know, the position sizes, you build them as you go on. The more money you have, the more you can put down. You just stick with the rules, follow the discipline. And I agree with you, man. 100%.
Cool, man. Well, do you have any, first of all, where can people find you, bro? On YouTube, on MySpace, you know, where can people find you? Let everyone know.
Yeah, I'm on MSN. Do you remember those back in the day, MSN?
How old are you, bro? If you don't mind. Okay, all right. I'm 33, so you're a young man. I'm quite an old man.
So that you should know MSN.
I do. MSN,
and
good old AIM.
You guys can find me on LimeWire. I got new beats coming.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I stream every day. I post videos every day, and you guys can find me in Discord as well. I live stream in my Discord like twice a day, 3 times a day, whenever I just feel like popping in and saying hi. And I'm super interactive with my community. Like I do this literally full time. So I'm in the chat talking to these guys like literally 18 hours a day. So head on over.
Man.
Head on over.
Cool.
We do karaoke's in my Discord too sometimes.
Sounds like a good time, bro.
Yeah, man. You should swing by. We'll hit a cover together. We'll do a duet.
We should. Am I in your Discord? I don't even know. I'll have to check.
But I'll send you the invite after.
All right, man. All right, guys. Well, this is Trader Geo. Make sure to subscribe to him on YouTube. Let's pump his subs. See if we can't get him 3,000 subs. And yeah, man, that's the big time right there.
Let's long my subs, everybody. 100x.
200x on MEXC.
Yeah.
10%, 0.01% fee. But yeah, man, thanks so much for coming on the channel, bro. And yeah, we'll be in touch, all right?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure, Jay. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, everybody. God bless y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.